one of the most important questions every business analyst has today is business analyst role going to survive? Or AI is going to replace the business analysis role completely? Another option or another way to look at it is the current form of BA going to transform into something different? And this is all I'm going to answer in this video. So be with me as I take you through what is happening in this world and how the business analyst role is going to transform in the future. Let's get started. Let's start by looking at what's happening around us. First thing, which is quite obvious, is that AI is accelerating and making inroads and becoming more powerful day by day, literally speaking. Number two, the skills are becoming irrelevant faster. That is called half-life of skills is reducing rapidly. What does it mean? Is that skills which were relevant for many years earlier now is going to expire literally in a few months. The third aspect is that as AI is becoming more powerful, it is doing a lot of things which different roles do. Now, specifically from a business analyst perspective, it is making a lot of inroads and is able to do a lot of things which business analysts do. So, what does it mean? It means that the current structure or current role of business analyst is not going to survive. Okay, it doesn't mean that there will be no requirement for a business analyst. What it simply means, it has to survive, and for the survival, it has to transform. It has to transform into a role or a function which is relevant even in the AI age. And what is that going to be? That is what I'm going to discuss. So, one of the things which I personally believe is going to survive is the transformation of a functional BA role to a more technical BA role. And that way, business analysts can still be valuable and remain relevant in the coming years. To be able to understand what does it mean, let's now look at what does a functional BA do. If you look at the SDLC, which you can see on your screens, the business analysts are involved in planning stage, helping the project leader or the project manager or the scrum master in planning the entire project. It could be a product owner as well. The second, the core functionality or the core function of a BA is during the requirements development stage. At this stage, the business analyst is talking to the stakeholders, capturing requirements, writing user stories, and so on. Now, currently, as AI is becoming more powerful, what is happening? AI is able to write user stories. It can also create process diagrams. It can even write the documentations, right? Now, what will the BA do now in this case? To be able to remain relevant, BA has to move closer to the technical team. That means they will start becoming better at tech skills. And that is where one of the ways in which the business analyst is going to transform is to become a professional who can be a functional business analyst plus having technical skills. So now that brings me to the question, what is a technical business analyst? So technical business analyst is going to be a professional who is good at business analysis activities. That is not going to go away at all, right? But what is going to change in that role is that now you'll be taking help of AI so that you become more efficient. So you are going to save time. Organizations are also going to expect more from you because now you're going to use AI to perform your day-to-day activities. So what will happen? A technical BA is going to be a professional who will be a functional business analyst with the help of AI. Plus, they'll be having knowledge about technology. Now, I'm not saying for a second it means coding. What I'm saying is, what are the tech skills? Understanding how does the system work? What are the data flows? How the data is going to be mapped from the business side to the database. Those understandings will be required for you to become a technical business analyst. It will also include knowledge of SQL and API and integrations, right? So, a functional business analyst is going to become a more hybrid role and it will become a more tech focused business analyst. That is something which is going to happen. Just to summarize, so a technical business analyst is going to be a bridge between the business needs, starting with the stakeholders, what do they want, and how does the technical team understands what is to be done. So it is between the business needs and the tech execution. Please note the word execution, right? So it is actually going to cover the entire range from planning to requirements development to design, and to be able to integrate with the team which is actually doing the code, right? In older days, this role was used to be, or this role was called as systems analyst. Okay, so that is what is going to be a technical business analyst. So, what are the skills required for a technical business analyst? Let's have a look. So, a technical business analyst will have multiple skills. Now, it's important to note that you can't learn all of these skills at one go. So, you phase out your learning process. Okay, but let's start with what are the key skills, and then I'll tell you what should be done first. First one is the knowledge of APIs and integrations. That is something which many business analysts still know, but you need to be a little better in terms of understanding how to create a documentation so that a developer can directly start coding. So you need to look at the message formats, the how does the functions calling going to happen, what are the API keys, and also to learn about Postman, which is one of the most popular tools. That is as far as APIs and integrations are concerned. Second one, you need to have a knowledge of system design, which is very important. So, how the system works, what are the different components of it, what is the front layer, what is the mid layer, what is the back end. So, you need to start understanding, and you also need to understand how the data is going to flow from the front end to the mid layer to the back end. The next one is going to be about stakeholder communication. That still remains, but now you have a slightly different perspective that you're also looking at it from a technical perspective, so that you go beyond just understanding the processes, but also understanding where is this data going to be saved, how it is going to flow from the screen to the database. The third thing is something which is you can avoid in the phase one of learning, which is AI agents and AI tools. Now, you need to know Gen AI. I'm just discounting it because in whatever role you are, knowing Gen AI or knowing the how to write prompts is a mandatory skill. It goes without saying. But if you are talking about AI tools and agents, that is something which you can do in phase two. Still, not many projects are being done using AI agents. Next is data mapping. How the data maps between the front end and the back end. Meaning, on the screen, if you see a user ID or an email ID, where is it going to be saved? Which table, which column? That is called data mapping. In simplest of terms, of course, there are many other aspects to it. So that is the next skill. Now, this is also one of the things which you need to learn in phase one. Then you need to learn about cloud, SaaS products, PaaS products, and different kinds of cloud environments. Okay, that is something which can possibly also do in phase two. Then comes the SQL. As you're going to deal with a lot of database projects, because all the AI projects are going to be database projects, because AI doesn't work without data, right? So this is also a mandatory skill to start with. So SQL, especially in terms of how the data can be fetched from different sources and put into a single data source. Okay, so these are the skills of a technical business analyst, starting with APIs and integrations, system design, stakeholder communication, data mapping, SQL and data. These are phase one. These skills are for phase one. You need to start if you want to transition to a technical PA role. AI tools and AI agents and cloud. That part you can do in phase two. Now, there's one more which I have not included here. This is something which is existing one called a data visualization tool for reporting purposes, for dashboard, for seeing the trends and all. Now, if there is a requirement where the business analyst is also expected to do the reporting part. Then in those cases, Power BI becomes important. Okay. So you have to decide which way you want to go, and then Power BI you can choose in phase two or part of phase one. Okay. So, but for me to get into the mode of learning tech skills, we should start with the minimum amount of skills. So, those are the four skills I have mentioned: AI agents, clouds, and Power BI you can do in later phases. So this was part one of the video where I've talked about what is a technical business analyst, what are the skills required to become a technical business analyst. In the next video, I'm going to talk about the roadmap. How can you transition from a functional business analyst to a technical business analyst? In the upcoming series, I'm going to talk about different aspects, some basics about system design, how the data flow happens, and other tech skills are required to get into technical business analyst. So thanks for being with me. And if you like the video, please subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.